Good morning, friends. I hope you are fine and must have enjoyed the weekend. First of all, I will introduce myself. I'm Engineer Imran Aziz, coming here with another live session. And I'm sorry we could not come live last night as committed earlier due to some internet issues and connectivity problems at our end. So we rescheduled this session for today afternoon. So you are again welcome at our CivTech Simplified family. You can put your questions in the chat if you have any, and then I will try to answer them. So in the last week, we discussed about 7 different videos, and the broadly covered topic at our end in the last week were building construction technology, in which we discussed foundation and brick masonry parts, and then there were few topics on building and town planning and construction management. These are very important topics and very common MCQs questions were discussed in these. From our pattern was starting from building construction technology like foundation and masonry, the advanced building and town planning concepts, and then construction management strategies. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can come in the chat box. And I'm planning to present my last video of the last week, like yesterday's, which could not be uploaded due to connectivity issues, which still we are facing. So I will try to shortly present that video here in the live session as well. And meanwhile, if you have any questions, we can answer them too. So I'm gonna share my screen and present the video. And you will have to note down your questions, and either you can put in the chat or you can hold it till we finish the this part of our video. So let me share my screen. Remember, it's the part three of our ongoing building construction and technology series. Let me know if you can watch this or not. Please give me your feedback. So under this topic, again, we are presenting 25 multiple choice questions, and today's topic is regarding building components. We will be discussing various building components in this, and it comes under the main topic of building construction technology. So all the correct options will be highlighted here so that you can review them effectively. And remember, our targeted audience for these type of videos is and civil engineers like you and people who are preparing themselves for the competitive exams. You can review these videos, you can refer to the material before you are planning to appear in any interview or any competitive exam. You can just go through these videos and you will be having maximum number of MCQs already ready. So you can just review them. I think I should share the complete screen and then we will discuss the video later on. Here is part 3. We already discussed part 1 under this topic, and that covered the foundation part of the buildings. And then in part 2, we discussed masonry constructions. And here in part 3, we are discussing various building components. So question number 51 for today is the angular steps used for changing direction of the stairs are called number A, round steps, B, angular steps, C, winders, D, radials. So you can also guess your question answers in the chat as well by referring to the question number and its answer, A, B, C, or D. Just write down the option if you already know this answer. So correct answer for this question is winders. Winders are the angular steps which are given in the staircase just to divert its direction. Then question number 52, platform at the end of a series of steps is known as, you must have witnessed there is a platform flat space after 10 to 12 steps depending upon the length of the flight in every staircase, and that gives a relief space for the pedestrians. So what is that platform called? Number A, relief, number B, landing, number C, platform, or rest. So that is called landing. Option B is correct for this question. Question 53, exposed portion of a vertical surface at right angle to the door or window frame are known as. So what are the exposed portion of vertical surfaces at right angle to the door or window frame? Number A option is lintels, B reveals, C soffits, D jambs. So these are reveals. Option B is correct for this question. Question 54. The opening provided in sloping roof with its top parallel to the roof surface is called opening provided in the sloping roof with its top parallel to the roof surface is called number A, skylight, B, lantern window, lowered window, or dormer window. So that opening is called skylight. Option A is correct. Question 55. The vertical side member of a shutter frame is known as. So what is that vertical side member of a shutter frame? That is called number A, stile, B, reveal, C, mullion, D, post. Option A is stile. Option A is correct, which is stile. Question 56. Pick up the incorrect statement from the following. A. In king post truss, one vertical post is used. In queen post truss, one vertical post is used. In a queen post truss, two vertical posts are used. None of these. So option B is correct. Uh, Actually, this is incorrect because we have to select the incorrect statement out of these. So incorrect is in a queen post truss, one vertical post is used. So there should be two, but here it is one. So this option is incorrect. Option B. Question 57. The vertical member running through middle of a shutter frame. That is mullion. A. Style. B. Reveal. C. Mullion. D. Post. Option C is correct, which is mullion. 58. The vertical members fixed between steps and handrail are called. Number A, strings. Number B, navel, post, soffits, or balusters. So these are balusters which are provided vertically between the steps and handrail. 59. The projections of a head or sill of a door or window frame are number A, horns, number B, stops, C, cocks, D, transoms. So these are horns. Horns are the projections of head or sill of a door or window frame. Question 60. A floor constructed with 4 to 6 mm marble chips is known as. Option A is mosaic, B is marble, C is trusses, D is reinforced marble floor. So 4 to 6 mm thick marble is used in terrazzo floors. Option C is correct. In flat roof of RCC, the recommended angle of slope is, it is hardly 5 degrees. So option A is correct, which is a few degrees. B is 0, C is 10, so D is 20. A few degrees is correct option A. Crown is located as number A, skew back of arc, B, highest point of the intradots of arc, highest point on the extradots of the arc, D is none of these. So crown is the highest point on the extradots of an arc. Option C is correct. 63. The members which support covering material of sloping roof are number A, rafters, number B, purlins, D, battens, D, struts. So rafters are the member which support the covering material. 64. The minimum width of a stair in residential building. Minimum width of a stair in a residential building is 90 mm. So option A was 60, B is 70, C is 90, D is 110. So option C is correct for this question, which is 90 mm. 65. The vertical faces of a door opening which support frame of a door. So the frame is fixed on vertical face of the door opening or wall. That is called number A, jambs, B, posts, C, reveals, D, styles. So that is called jambs. Jambs are the vertical faces of the wall which holds the door frame. The highest line of sloping roof where two opposite slopes meet. Highest line of sloping roof where two opposite slopes are meet is known as number A, rafter, B, crown, C, ridge, D, eave. So that is called ridge. Option C is correct for this question. Question 67. The vertical sides of a door and window opening provided in a wall are known as, we already discussed this, it is jambs. Option C is correct for this question. 68. A stair should not have pitch more than number A, 25 degree, B, 35 degree, C, 45 degree, D, 55 degree. So that is called 45 degree. A stair should not have pitch more than 45 degrees. The window which projects outside a room of a building for admitting more light and air is known as number A, bay window, C. Casement window. C. Lantern window. D. Dormer window. Option A is bay window. 70. The window which is provided on a sloping roof of a building is called number A. Lantern window. B. Dormer window. Lowered window. Casement window. Option B is correct, which is dormer window. Option B is correct. So the window which is provided on a sloping roof of a building is called dormer window. Question 71. The ceiling height of a building is, what is ceiling height? You must have listened and read this term. It is between ceiling and ground level, or between ceiling and floor level, up to roof, above ground level, up to ceiling, from the ground level. So option B is correct, which is height between ceiling and floor level. 72. The surface area in a building means the area occupied by number A stairs, B bathroom, B bathroom, WC light and shaft, all of the above. So all of these are the services areas. So option D is correct, which is all of the above. Question 73. The thickness of the mortar bed on which the brick flooring is laid is number A 8 mm, B 10 mm, C 12 mm, D 14 mm. That is C 12 mm. The thickness of mortar bed on which brick flooring is laid is 12 mm. 74. The murum flooring. In murum flooring, the thickness of the layer of murum laid over the prepared subgrade is dash. Number A 15 mm, B 15 centimeter, 6 mm, 6 centimeter. So that thickness is 15 centimeter. Option B is correct. Then we have question 75. How many components are there in cement concrete flooring? Option A is 2, B is 3, C 4, D 5. So option A is correct, which is 2. So there are two components of a cement concrete floor. So thank you for watching this video. This was mainly under the building components. And we already discussed that these videos are good for people who are preparing for Public Service Commission exams or any competitive exams. So that is the end of today's video. But still, we are open for any questions from your side. We can discuss them over here. We can discuss them. We can discuss any job opportunities if some of you are having, and you want us to give you some guidelines or directions to prepare for their exams, for their interviews. We are open for your questions. You can discuss them over here. So as a recap, we discussed the building construction technology foundation part, in which we already discussed the types of foundations, shallow versus deep, the importance of soil testing and bearing capacities of various soils, and which soil is more feasible, which soils have more bearing capacity than the other. We discussed various, like the highest bearing capacity soil type, the lowest bearing capacity soil type, and then we discussed common field issues like settlements, cracks, water table challenges, etc. in the foundation part of the building construction technology video. Then in part two, in masonry construction, we discussed difference between brick, block, and stone masonries, their sizes of load-bearing walls, non-load-bearing walls, partition walls. Then we discussed their courses, stretcher and header course, as well as bond types, English bond, Flemish bond, etc. Such type of questions. Then we discussed correct mortar ratios for the plastering, even for the brickwork. because the quality starts from the bonding and curing part of the construction. So we discuss even the curing and bonding. Then under building and town planning, we discussed various principles of zoning. We discussed about the master plans, building orientation. We discussed the ancient Indian constructions, this civilization in the uh, South Asia, mainly in Pakistan and India. We discussed various cities, old cities, in which these building and town planning were adopted. We discussed the role of FAR, floor area ratio, and building bylaws. We also discussed various organizations who are responsible for managing the building and town planning part. And then we discussed in few parts, we discussed the construction management, in which phases of construction project, planning, scheduling, monitoring were discussed. And then there was an interactive question answer session in the last week. And this session is now ongoing. If you have any questions, you can bring them over here. We can discuss them. So in the following week, our methodology will be again bringing one video on daily basis uh, and discussing the main topics which are very useful in the civil engineering and also helpful for the engineers who are preparing for the exam. Our ongoing topic will be further studied, I think, for 2 to 3 more parts on it. And then after that, we will be switching over to the next common or important uh, topic. And if you have any suggestions, you can send them through the email, which is civtechsimplified@gmail.com. We can consider them as well. Otherwise, we will be going on through our already prepared schedule. So we are closing our session over here. So you can send your questions in the comment as well as in the through the email. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for being with us. Bye. Goodbye.